Hey everybody, this is Kevin and welcome to my, I believe, at least for now, final installment of the Make It Blocks Construction Stores, which is basically a Lego imitation. But this is going to be for the racetrack, as were the previous two builds I did. This is a classic diner and restaurant. So 122 pieces, got it at the Dollar Tree for $3, and it's for ages 6 and up. So I barely qualify, but I do. So let's go ahead and get into it. I got to get these built and onto the track so we can get the races going. So this will end up either in the infield or just outside the track. Oh, there's some decals, but there's 3 bags in this one. There's the instructions. Okay, I'll set that aside. All right, I'm going to, I'll tell you what makes this tricky. I didn't point this out in the earlier videos, but whenever they complete a step, for example, step 2, it's these 2 red blocks and 2 black blocks. When you go to the next step, all previous steps turn gray. Now in a way that's good, because then you can definitely see what the new parts are, but you lose track of were those yellow, were those gray, were those red, were those yellow. So then you got to go back to see what color they were so you know where to put the new blocks. So that's just one of those little nuances that you kind of learn to deal with. But anyway, so let me get the bags opened up. I'll get everything sorted out by color and we will begin the build. Okay, well, there you have it. That is the completion of the classic diner restaurant. It was a fun little build. There were some challenges, and the biggest challenges I faced were parts just not fitting as good as, you know, say a true blue Lego set would fit together. If you may have noticed several times, I was having a heck of a time with those exhaust fans over the stove. If they continue to fall out, I'm just going to have to, you know, hit them with some super glue or plastic cement or something to help keep them in there, because they're just too loose. But look at that. You can see behind the counter there, you've got the register, the serving table, the oven, the stove, little overhead rack above the stove right up in there. Pretty cool little area for the kitchen. And then the outside dining, little umbrella, the door opens and closes. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so it was a fun little project. It looks pretty neat. It's going to look great on the racetrack. You know, racers have to eat, right? So this will be a place for them to dine out. So that wraps that up. I'm going to get this on the racetrack ASAP, and I believe we're out of projects for the track as far as Lego goes. So that wraps this video up. I want to thank everybody for watching. God bless, and we will see you in the next video.